I remember the story a little bit differently, so if you want the real version, you can just come talk to me later. I'd also like to say, contrary to popular belief or how my voice sounds, I am not a 12-year-old boy going through puberty. I lost my voice yesterday. It is slowly coming back, so please bear with me through the cracks that will inevitably happen. How's everybody doing today? Okay, guys, I give that a C. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, B+. We'll work on it. Over the next 3 days, we are going to talk about a lot of different topics. But really the core theme of what we're getting into is frequency. And I tell you what, guys, I don't envy where you're sitting right now. Every industry is hard right now, it is. But I think it's a really rough time to be a QSR marketer in particularly. I think everyone is feeling the pain of rising inflation, our costs are up, right? And our consumers are feeling that as well. But I want you to think about your favorite fast food restaurant. And it's likely the one that you don't work for, and that's okay. I won't tell anybody, right? But think about that restaurant. And it doesn't matter if you go there once a week or once a month or once a year. How many of you know the exact same thing you're going to get when you go to that restaurant? Yeah, bonus, how many of you know the meal number? Yeah, even better, right? Some studies suggest that 60% of people get the exact same thing every time they go to a fast food restaurant. We're just creatures of habit, right? Humans, customers, inherently don't want to change. They fear change. And yet, we're marketing in an industry that is so focused on change. We put out new LTOs every 4 to 6 months. We obsess over menu exploration, right? We try everything in the book to get them to add just one more item to that check. And it's so ironic because I imagine when you run focus groups or you look at that qualitative data, customers come back and say they want options, right? They're like, give me the options. I want the ability to choose. Yet when we give them those options, they just come back and order what they're comfortable with, what they're familiar with. It's also really funny that these same customers will say things like, well, I really want to eat healthy, and so I'd really like some healthy options. But in reality, they don't want healthy options. They just want healthier options. And they don't want you to take away the unhealthy options. They just want the option to get it on multigrain bread or to remove the bacon or to add a tomato, right? They just want the feel like they're making the choice that's a little bit better for them. It's like taking the stairs instead of going on the elevator, right? Or parking a little further away in order to get our steps in. And as marketers, we have this power to change and to influence what customers want. We do. And even though our franchisees say all we do is run offers that cut into their margin, right? And our operators think we're over here canoodling about how to make their job as hard as possible. And we always get blamed when sales are down, always. But when sales are booming, it's never marketing. It's something like the weather or something ridiculous, right? But we have that power to influence more than any other function. So I ask you, what things are you going to influence next? So let's get into it. As a reminder, everything said here on stage is recorded and on the record. A core element of what we do here at MediaPost is journalism. It is providing a platform to share the fine work that you people are putting out. But it is when we move into our roundtables, the cameras go off. These are off-the-record conversations that are meant to be deeper dives into the topics that we are going to be covering on stage. And we have a powerhouse lineup for you for today. We are going to be hearing from Pizza Hut about how they are rethinking the influencer marketing space and really catching that proverbial cultural wave to connect with new consumers. And we have Jack in the Box in the house. Woo woo, Jack in the Box. That's it? That's all I get? I got a woo, all right. And they are no stranger to celebrity partnerships. They have worked with Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart and Ice Cube, and today you're going to hear about the evolution of those celebrity partnerships, culminating with their collab with the Deadpool and Wolverine recent movie from the past summer. And we're going to talk about loyalty and personalization, because how can we not in a QSR conference? It's probably top of your initiatives on every year of how we're thinking about our loyalty programs and what can we personalize further. But first, we're going to talk about donuts. And I am so excited for our opening keynote. Voodoo Donuts has only 22 locations in I think 7 or 8 different states. But with their iconic pink boxes and their outlandish pastries, their brand recognition rivals those golden arches that we all know so well. So please join me in welcoming our opening keynote today, Chris Schultz, the CEO of Voodoo Donuts, as we talk about how to scale the brand without losing that allure and cult-like fetish. Chris.